K100 Radio.
K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizzard, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and checking us out right now, man. We are live right now at the media event over here on the east side of Atlanta, man. We're rocking with a lot of independent artists, a lot of people from everywhere, man. And we've talked to so many people. We've talked to a couple of hip-hop artists, R&B artists, some guys and some ladies. You feel what I'm saying? And we got some dope music coming up for you right here. We're talking to Allusion right now, man. You feel me? So listen, I want you to look into this camera right here real quick and tell everybody where you from.
I am from Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah, the 850.
For all of hey.
See, this is what you don't know though, because I'm from Panama City, so I'm born and raised in the 850. So
it's a movement.
You feel what I'm saying? So before we even get too deep into this thing, understand this is a whole nother level of love. I'm getting ready to show Allusion right here. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the Panhandle. Shout out to the 850. You dig? Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, how did you find out about this event?
Actually, I have management.
That's good. That's a good thing.
And they make moves for me. She makes moves for me. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Sherelle Beaver.
Okay.
She hit me up. She let me know when she needs me where.
Right.
And I'm on go. I'm always on go. You know, because when you're trying to get somewhere, you always have to be on go. Absolutely. You always have to be ready.
You know, the goal should have gave it away for me, but it didn't. It didn't connect until I started talking to you. And then when you said she's from the 850, when I seen that grill in her mouth, I'm like, hey, she's probably from Florida. You know what I'm saying? But that should have been my first clue. That's on me. I was slipping. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get things together. You dig? All right. So listen, welcome everybody to the broadcast. Doc, I said this is a dope event that we're doing. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel right now, and you see that we've got several interviews in this particular series, and that's because we came to a media event where we came to set up to interview a lot of different independent artists. All right, so they came out. Some of them made a weekend of it. They performing, and this was one of the stops that we came over here. Shout out to Lisa and everybody over here at Global Art for having us out for doing this great event. So let's talk about Allusion. All right, we got a video that we gonna watch, even though she's like, I don't know, but we gonna watch the video in a minute. We're gonna make it all make sense in 1 second. You dig? So before we get into that, how long you been doing music?
I've been doing music. Let's just say my whole life.
That's
my whole life.
You don't look that old, so that could be a couple of years.
Since a teen, since a teen.
Okay.
You know, but it wasn't until this year that I decided to take my music career to a whole new level. Mm-hmm. Before this year, it was just a hobby. Mm-hmm. But this year, I turned it into a career move. So you guys will be seeing more of me.
So what is it? I mean, is it because of 2020? Because 2020 been so reckless. Like we don't know what's the reason.
Actually, no. Right. I actually tried to move on this career move 7 years ago, and I actually ended up getting sick. You know, everything that you do in life, it's gonna happen in God's time.
Right.
So, you know, I tried to make a move, and God told me it wasn't my time yet.
So now it is, though. Now you feel ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to go now. How much music now you said you've been doing music as a hobby for a long time, for years. So we're going to say, how much professional music do you have out right now? Like, this is your first single? This is your first album?
It's my first album.
It's your first album?
It's my first album.
This is the first time really going to the studio, recording it, getting it mixed, dropping the video, everything with it?
Yeah. This is my first time.
Okay, so this is the freshman project.
Yeah. Okay. Stepping out on my own. Because, you know, you're from the 850.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of artists that do music. I was one of them artists that just did it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, your cousin basement, your cousin room closet.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. and trust me, I know. And here's the thing about just Florida, but specifically the 850. You feel what I'm saying? Which is, everybody has to understand, if you don't know about Florida, Florida is a diverse state. Amen. North Florida is not the same as South Florida. You feel what I'm saying? On several different reasons. You know what I mean? Culturally and a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's a big difference between North Florida, the Panhandle up there, than it is from South Florida, from Miami or something like that, right? So I understand exactly what you're saying, because there's not a lot of outlets and things to do musically in the Panhandle. You feel me? Like, I mean, honestly, outside of maybe, I don't even know that many people doing it, like outside of back in the day coming up and when we came through up like Dimp and TJ's DJs and stuff like that.
They still doing it.
Yeah, I mean, TJ Chapman is cool. I'm cool with him, and Dimp I've met a couple of times, and I don't know him as much as I do TJ. But those were like the people that were kind of known for breaking music in that particular era when I was coming up. But there was a lot of people doing music, just not a lot of outlets. So you had to leave, you had to travel. I'm from there. That's why I'm in Atlanta. I left because I felt like I needed to leave in order to get into the music industry. It wasn't good enough. There wasn't enough opportunities in the 850. I'd like to change that at some point one day. But let me ask you this: with you being from there right now, do you feel like has much changed? Is there? Am I tripping? Because this was back in the turn of the century when I got into the industry, and it wasn't really nothing there that was worth staying. Is there anything changed? Any kind of difference?
And see, my thing is I don't like to cut people off when they're talking. You spoke a whole mouthful just now because like you hit every aspect of just that whole that whole, you know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Like a lot of people are content and it's gonna hold them back. Like there are a lot of great artists from the 850 that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
And you'll probably never hear them because they don't want to leave.
Right.
They don't want to leave. They don't want to move. They don't want to. And when I say move, I don't mean like just up and pick up your things and move to another state. I mean, you don't want to put in that footwork. Yeah. You don't want to go from state to state.
Yeah.
Traveling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Passing out your cards, passing out your demos, doing whatever.
Right.
To make sure that your voice is heard. Because what's for you is going to be for you. You understand what I'm saying? God can plant. He can give you that light and show you that something is for you, but
faith without action.
You get what I'm saying?
Faith without action. You gotta have action.
He ain't gonna walk for you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's called having faith without actions. That doesn't work. You feel what I'm saying?
So it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Back home. It's a lot of it.
We understand that definitely. So being a female artist, 850, a demographic, maybe I would even call that a C market. You feel what I'm saying? As far as just the industry itself. What were your plans outside of doing things like this to come up? Like how did you feel like you had to market yourself as a female, number one, and then keep it classy, but then keep it 100, and then keep the grind going, and then put out the good music, and then the region itself has a sound that they like to gravitate to. So now you got to balance it to like, what do Florida like, or what do I need to put out here into the space to where I can further my career? I'll tell you this, and before I let you answer, I ran into the issue of being a person from Florida that didn't sound like he was from Florida when I was creating music. When I came into the industry, I was an artist, so I rapped. I didn't make crunk, booty, none of that. So when I would rap, people would thought, is he from LA or New York? Because he don't sound like shit like he's from Florida. Yeah. My slang, my lingo, and nothing. I didn't have a dunk. I ain't got no gold in my mouth, and ain't got no dreads. I'm a light-skinned nigga, and I'm kind of speak different. But nigga, I'm born and raised in the 850. At the end of the day, you bring it at me, nigga, I show you, nigga. Fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just really how I am. But I don't have to really necessarily go there with a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but because as an artist, I portrayed a certain kind of brand, it was hard for me to break into that, so I had to leave. How do you feel as a female artist that you have to market yourself in order to get yourself to the next level? Keeping in mind that at some point you still gonna have to pass through the home state. You gonna have to come back home at some point. It's gonna all come back full circle, but you want to make sure that you get the way you're going. What's your plans?
My plan is to simply just continue to be me. You feel me? A lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people are afraid to do that because you have so many people that do look down on women, because you have so many women that are out there now that are okay with being naked and I mean, some of that is cool, but like, that's not like, that's not the image that I want for myself.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's cool. Now, how do you plan to get around the obvious pros of being half naked? The pros of being half naked is the fact that you get eyes on you, whereas as guys, we gonna look at the ass first and then be like, oh, and she can rap. You feel what I'm saying? Like you know, on top of that, and she fine too though. You know what I'm saying? That those are the pros of being one of those kind of female artists. I'm not saying that you should go that way, but I also understand the way the industry works. Whereas sexuality, sex sells. You feel what I'm saying? It's the reason why you could drop a video on Instagram promoting your song as a video of it, or then you could do a twerk video and get 10 times as many views, right? Just because people like to watch ads, like it's like embedded into the psyche of the experience. You know what I'm saying? So, but not. I'm glad that you said that you don't want to do it, but how do you make up for the obvious free promo that being sexual gets you as an artist?
I'm not saying that I don't plan on being unsexy. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm just not gonna be assed out to be sexy. You understand? It's different levels of sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's sexy classy and it's sexy trashy. And I think that it's a lot of the sexy trashy ass females out here that y'all want to see, and I'm not gonna put myself in that box.
Right. Yeah, because once you get in that box, it's gonna be hard to climb out of it.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? It is very difficult to get out of it.
You gotta ask yourself, do you want to be a 10K bitch, or do you want to be a 10 million or 100 million or a billion or $1 trillion bitch?
But what if
I'm trying to set my standards high, and I'm willing to work to get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to fuck to get to raise the bar.
Right.
I'm not. That's not my plan. My plan is simply trusting the process. You know what I'm saying? And doing me. And
let the music speak for itself.
Yeah. And I plan on being sexy too. You know what I'm saying?
I
I think I got the look.
Right.
I mean, you don't see nothing today in this interview, but trust me.
We're gonna see some on this video because we got a video in a
Stop
minute.
it.
We got a video. So, I'm getting ready to play a video. So but with all that being said, you know we finna play this video next. Did you have Nick on this video?
Oh no.
Okay, right.
Oh no, I told you.
That would have been like, oh, we went through all that and she played the video and now she's
That
twerking.
was the first.
That would have been so tragic.
You know what's crazy? My homegirl got a video, and I actually am twerking on her video. Like,
So you understand that twerking works?
no, I told him to take it out the video.
Listen, you know what? Here's the thing and this is a great interview because you have a sect of people when it comes to hip hop and when it comes to independent artists or major artists that look at somebody like Cardi B and say Cardi B was literally a stripper. You feel what I'm saying? Turned rapper, and at the very beginning of her career, everybody understood that was part of it, and that she preyed on that and marketed it herself in that way. You feel me? And it worked. And she ended up now she's worth close to $100 million. You feel what I'm saying? Like literally at this point because of the endorsements and everything. She made a lot of money out of music because she started getting endorsement deals, and so it pushed her purse up. But she became famous and relevant for being a stripper rapper.
But she was her. That's who she was.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? She didn't change her image. She simply was being who she was.
And that's not who you are.
Yeah.
So you don't have to
I don't
believe
in trying to be like somebody else to get to where you're trying to go.
Right.
Because it's already a Cardi B. It's already a Meg Thee Stallion. It's already a Nicki Minaj.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a good. So I'm getting ready to play this song. So we finna find out, right? We finna play this song called Make Sense. So we gonna find out exactly if I can narrow down exactly where Allusion is at. Why are you doing that? You don't want me to play the song?
I love my song.
Hold on, before we start, full context. Before we started this interview, YouTube and everybody, all right, she was like, I don't really know about the video because she felt like she wasn't confident in herself. She said the video was great, the cinematography and everybody was great. She said she just felt like it was my first video. I don't feel like I wanted my bag on my space. We don't care. We finna play it anyway. We finna see because we understand that you just said this is your first time.
It's my first video.
Yeah, it's your first video.
Yeah.
You should be a little nervous.
Okay.
You think strippers ain't nervous the first time they go on stage?
Shit, I don't be nervous shaking ass on.
I just said that just to see what you was gonna say. All right, K100 Radio. I'm your host Blizzard. We're live right now at the media event. The A50 was in the building, by the way. Facts. All right. So tell me about this song, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Make Sense. What I'm finna watch.
All right. So basically, Make Sense is a song that I came up with. It's basically about guys trying to talk to girls that they know they can't get.
Oh hell, you gonna look? I gotta wrap this shit up because I ain't got time for these conversations. First of all, you know what? Let me just because that's a whole nother. That's one of my talk show statements. You want to be on?
Yes.
Yeah, I got time on the talk show.
I need that.
Yeah, I got time. When I got time, we'll finish this conversation. But anyway, I ain't got time today.
But basically,
But when I got time, we'll talk about that.
It's like a dude walking up to you with dirty ass shoes on and
maybe he just got off work.
And
I got to answer for all of it.
fuck him. Fuck him. No, try again tomorrow. You can meet me at the same spot tomorrow.
Lord.
You know, if you just got off from work, I'm in this bar every day around 7 o'clock. You know, try again tomorrow. Do not come up to me with no dirty ass shoes trying to talk to me. You better make that shit make sense, because if I'm looking fly, you better look fly too. Come on, let's go. Roll the video.
I see a future guest on my talk show right here. And we're going to have plenty of time. K100 Radio, this is Allusion. Name of this joint is called Make Sense. Check this out, and we'll be back.
K100 Radio.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah. Mind if I take a seat? About to go?
You do realize time is money, right?
Frank Miller on the motherfucking beat.
Ay, 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 boy, make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, look at you, look at me, look at you, look at me. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, make it make sense. Ay, be we finna see. Driving through the city, some foreign top drop when you see me. Look at me, looking rich, looking cute, refurbished, hair blowing in the wind, looking like a trillion cents, a couple zeros in the bank, racks on racks in different states. Yes, I get whatever I want, no, I do not hesitate. All that smiling in my face, cut it short and compensate. I'm picture perfect, Mona Lisa, bitch, made up different harmonies. I'm black, white, and Indian, I'm delicious, I'm chocolate. You on Tunchi, I'm just trying to find my tune, be the illest in this music shit. Greater coming soon, you want a chain, bitch, I want a ring. I'm married to this shit, for better or for worse, I always be a blessing and a curse. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, look at you, look at me, look at you, look at me. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, make it make sense, make it make sense. Ay, look at you, look at me, look at you, look at me. Make it make sense, better make dollars, better come with different episodes. Fly me out the country, Bitcoin, I'm talking euros, maybe an island. Let me rock the boat like my idol. Be my peace, breathe me life, make every moment worthwhile. Ain't no half stepping, no nigga, you can't sell me a dream. Couldn't see me wide awake, you think it's better when you sleep? Yes, I'm a handful, and I'm heavy on the confidence. So if you step into me, them dollars better make sense. Ay, look at you, look at me, look at you, look at me. Make it make sense, make it make sense. Make it make sense, baby, we finna see. Make it make sense.
K100 Radio.
We can't extend this conversation past this, so we got some more people to interview. But I'm gonna have you on my talk show. We're gonna stay in contact. I'm gonna have you come on there. I'm gonna have me a good old working man, fresh off work, worth about 200K. Gonna be looking like a bum and everything. Probably work for the power company or something like that. Maybe a plumber.
I can smell money.
House costs about $500,000 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But he just got off work. I'm gonna tell him, pull up and come holler at Allusion.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding.
Give out all your social media information real quick. I like that song. First of all, I like the song. I know what you're saying about the video. I think the video was cool. Like, you know, maybe from the cuts and stuff, you maybe feel like, you maybe looked a little bit timid. But other than that, it's still a good video. It's still a good way to market your song.
You can see that
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah, it was straight. But it was, I think you've been a little bit too hard on yourself.
You think so?
That was your very first video, right?
Yeah.
You know how many people don't even have a video?
Really?
They got songs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ahead of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Give out your social media information.
Hi guys. As you stated, I'm Allusion. You can find me on Allusion at Allusion850 on IG. Also on Facebook at Allusion850. My EP is out on all major platforms. So yeah, check me out.
All right, and make it make sense. If you ever see her, don't get me wrong. We were talking earlier. She was looking like you gotta look at her. She fly now. She raw. But at the end of the day, you feel me? She ain't trying to sell you that. She's trying to sell you the music. So y'all need for you to look past that.
Facts.
I know you see that grill. I know you look at it. You look at it like, ooh, I having one of them Florida girls. I understand. But that's not what we here for.
Oh my God.
Keep it focused, bro. K100 Radio.
K100 Radio.